How's it going? I know that my intros to these Q&As are currently getting weirder, but just feeling the need to let my freak flag fly, be my weird self, because why not? So welcome to this live Q&A that I do every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific. I am Kendra Perry. I'm an online business mentor and coach for health and wellness practitioners, health coaches, wellness coaches, people working in the health and wellness space. And I do these live Q&As every Tuesday at noon Pacific, that's 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm here to help you with your fucking business because, I've been where you are. Used to be a health coach. And it's hard, being a new business owner with basically no idea what the hell you're doing. It's not easy. My eyebrows look weird. Oh, I need to brush them or something. So I am here to answer your business questions and getting sidetracked as always. But I had some really great questions submitted in advance and I'm excited to answer those right now in this moment on Instagram Live with you, me and you. It's going to be great. Oh, it's going to be so great. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so funny that this question was asked because I also had this question asked in another group. I got tagged and someone asked me and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And that's what I'm about to tell you, the answer to this question. So Instagram or Facebook? Okay, it depends. If you already have an engaged following on Facebook, Facebook might work for you. But if you do not have an engaged following on Facebook, meaning that you're brand new, which most of my audience is, and you're just starting your business and you're hoping to grow on Facebook, good fucking luck. And if you do, let me know because you will literally be superhuman. The reason I say this is because it is incredibly hard to organically grow a following on Facebook unless you already have a following, okay? The reason for this is Facebook doesn't really give much priority to business pages. I don't think Facebook really gives a fuck about business pages, honestly, because a lot of your content gets hidden and you're probably reaching less than 1%. It's probably even lower now of your followers. So if you felt that on Facebook, like you put all this great content out and you literally have no engagement, that's normal. It's not you. It's just how the Facebook algorithm works because Facebook algorithm actually hides content from people. Okay, so even it's still good to set up a Facebook business page because it's good for search engine optimization and people finding you. So you still do want to have a Facebook page that is optimized with a good bio, good profile picture, good about me, that whole thing. And also because you are probably going to run paid traffic in the future. Sorry, I got some in my teeth here. Yeah, Facebook ads are super powerful. Love Facebook ads. And Facebook basically gathers a lot of analytics for you. So it's good to set up a page. I think you should focus on Facebook, not unless you already have a following, because I just want to give you some context. I run ads on Facebook. I am a paid advertiser on Facebook. I've been running ads for a couple years and my Facebook page has grown by a few hundred, right? Using Facebook every single day, because I actually post to Facebook every single day. I actually still get a lot of traffic from Facebook. So that's one thing I have noticed, guys, is that I don't get a lot of engagement. But when I look at my Google Analytics for my landing pages and my website, I actually still get a lot of traffic from Facebook. So I think Facebook, people are generally just clicking on things. They just don't tend to engage. So potentially it could be fine. But if you're new, like I have like 2,500 people on Facebook. So I have a bit more followers. But if you're trying to grow Facebook page in 2020, 2021, organically, without ads, good fucking luck. Okay, so what am I saying? Focus on Instagram. You're gonna have an easier time on Instagram. Just because Instagram, their algorithm doesn't actually hide content. It just organizes the feed based on people's preferences, okay? So there's also, I think Instagram has way more opportunities for health and wellness coaches. There's a lot of different ways you can share content and connect with people. It's great for chatting, engaging. I find Facebook's not as good for that because, I don't know, So many people use Facebook Messenger as like a text app, so it feels a bit invasive if you're messaging people or people are messaging you, versus direct message on Instagram. Like that's kind of what it's for, and people I think are way more open to receiving direct messages on Instagram versus Facebook. And you can set things up so that everything you post on Instagram goes automatically to Facebook, which is cool, right? Stories and posts. So that can help you be consistent on Facebook by only being consistent on one platform. But you can grow an Instagram following in 2020 and 2021 still. Yes, Instagram is getting more competitive. Will it change and become more like Facebook in the future? Likely, right? Reaching people on social media platforms that are getting big is never going to get easier. It's always going to get harder. That's just the nature of the beast, right? Nature of the beast. But you can still grow on Instagram. And it is a great platform to engage. Plus, I love all the different types of content you can share. IGTV, which is your longer form video, post feeds, Instagram stories. Now there's Reels, which I think are super fun. Loving the Reels. You can go live. So there's a lot of different things you can do on Instagram that you can't do on Facebook. So the only caveat to this is if you already have an engaged following on Facebook and you're doing well on Facebook, and if it's working for you, go for it. But if not, then I would actually go for Instagram and have your content shared directly from Instagram to Facebook until you can hire a social media manager and just get them to repurpose content. Because I have noticed that people do click from Facebook. At least my analytics show that most of my traffic to my YouTube channel and to my website and landing pages is coming from Facebook, even though nobody says fucking boo on any of my posts. I get like the odd comment, nothing really happens. And, but people are clicking on it. And that's the only reason why I'm prioritizing Facebook or I'm posting to Facebook is because my analytics tell me that I'm getting traffic from Facebook. So great question. And then I believe this next question is from the same person. Yes, it is. Okay. And then one more. If Facebook, can I use my personal page? I have more followers there. Okay. Another great question. Technically, the Facebook community guidelines and rules, they state that you are not supposed to utilize a personal page for business promotion. And if you do things that are against the rules on Facebook, they can delete your shit. They can shut you down. They want you to start a business page. Will they shut you down? Does that actually happen? Because I know there are a lot of people out there who use their personal page for promotion. I would say it could, right? It definitely could. The reason for this is because Mark Zuckerberg has been pretty upfront and open, and he has been quoted saying that he is going to prioritize shutting down health and wellness Facebook groups, and it's happened. There have been many that have been deleted without notice, and that he isn't showing Facebook groups that are focused on health and wellness in the recommended for groups. Now, this is about groups, not about pages. Could this kind of trickle over to pages? Yes, absolutely. I think it's possible. So I think you can use your personal page for some light promotion, to tell people you have a business page, to kind of indirectly connect with people, like create community, that whole thing, like do that. I think definitely, but to use your personal page as a business page, potentially you could get yourself into trouble. Plus, your personal page doesn't log analytics. Can't look at analytics. Analytics are life. How can you make any decisions about what you should and shouldn't be posting on social if you don't know your fucking analytics, right? Need analytics. Plus, none of that information is stored, right? Which we want, because at some point in your business, you are going to start running advertisements, right? You are going to do paid ads. And you want to have that information. And if you have a business page, all that information will be stored, and it's going to make running ads a whole lot easier. So yes, you have more friends on Facebook, personal page. That's normal. Totally normal to have more friends on your personal page. But again, it's against the rules on Facebook. And if you get shut down, like they could literally just delete your account and you would literally lose everything. Like all your personal shit. I've seen that happen to people. That fucking sucks. So I think it's risky. I wouldn't do it. I would use your personal Facebook page to post regularly and connect. Let people know that you have a business page or you have an Instagram page. Like that's all cool. But if you're using it for primary promotional purposes, then that's going to be a problem. And you could get shut down. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, cool. Good question. I want to get to the final question, which is a great question. As always, love your questions. Fave way to grow an email list. Okay, so I'm going to start answering this question by talking about how most people try to grow their email list. And again, you have to do this. There's nothing wrong with this, but typically this is people's only strategy. Okay, so new coaches are typically only trying to grow their email list with the audience that they currently have, right? And that's a problem because organic growth on any bigger social media platform is slow. And so they're pumping out their freebie to the audience, the same people over and over and over again. They're not really getting in front of they're not getting in front of most people unless they are doing direct outreach on a regular basis, which is something I teach all my students. Super powerful, takes work, takes effort. It's not passive. And so they're just constantly promoting their lead magnet, their freebie, to get people on their list to the same people over and over and over again. And then they're like, my email list isn't growing, or it's growing incredibly slow. Okay. Crap, right? This is really typical because we just think that by showing up on social media and giving people links that they're going to be stoked to download it. Well, guess what? The inbox is a huge stress. Me personally, I don't opt into almost anyone's stuff because I hate email so much that any extra email in my inbox I find stressful, right? A lot of people are getting hundreds of emails a day, so people don't give up their email for nothing. They don't just want to give it up, right? It's got to be juicy. So it's got to be juicy, whatever you're offering in exchange for their email address. That's the first thing. But in terms of promotion, again, if you're just promoting it to the same audience, your same audience that's growing very slowly, over and over and over again, you're not going to get much traction. So coming back around, getting focused here, what is my favorite strategy? That is collaborations, okay? Collaboration. Beautiful word. Love that word. What does this mean? It means connecting with people online, other coaches who have similar audiences, right? And so you can sort of cross-pollinate audience and you can leverage their audience to find a new audience, okay? So an example of a collaboration would be a podcast, getting on someone's podcast and doing an interview. So great, okay? A summit, there's all these online summits, being a guest expert in an online summit. That's another great way to get visibility, right? Doing some other sort of collaboration, like a joint training where you cross-pollinate the people who sign up for it, right? You could do a free training. You could do a challenge with someone. You could do some sort of online event. You could do an interview series, right? Collaborations are powerful because it constantly gets you in front of new people, right? And that can be a way to grow an email list a little bit faster. That being said, growing an email list without paid traffic in this time, for most people, not everyone, is going to be slow, right? And that is just because of people feeling really hesitant to give up their email list, right? Or their email address, because they're like, I already get fucking 100 emails a day. I don't want another email, right? A lot of people don't want that. But regardless, even if that type of technique, collaborations, doesn't get you fast growth, it will get you faster growth than if you're just spewing out your lead magnet to the same audience over and over and over again. And even if those people don't jump on your email list, like, you are now in their world and they might start following you on social media. They might start paying attention to what you're doing, and that ultimately can help you get more clients, right? So collaborations are great. I realize they're intimidating, but it is my favorite way to grow an email list, okay? If you want a fast way to grow an email list, well, then you just got to pay for it. Ads, Instagram ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Pinterest ads, all the ads, they can be helpful. It's true. It's true. Love ads. But I know for a lot of you guys, because you guys are newer, you're not quite ready for ads, and that's totally understandable. So go for collaborations, and just try to, my one piece of advice that I want to give to you for this, when you reach out to people, don't just reach out to people cold and say, hey, let's do a collaboration. Okay. Try to build a relationship with them first on social media, follow them, comment on some of their stuff. engage with them a little bit, and then send them something that comes from the perspective of how you can help their audience, right? No one cares about you and how awesome you are and your expertise. I mean, yes, that does count a little bit, but people want to know how you can help them, right? They want to know how you can provide value to their audience and make their life easier. So approach it from that perspective and you will do better with your collaborations. Cool. Okay, guys, it is beginning of December at the time of this recording. And guess what that means? It means that in 5 weeks, we are launching Health Coach Accelerator, round 2, the winter experience. And this is my program that will help you generate 5K per month consistently in your business. So if you have not hit that 5K month milestone, this is what Health Coach Accelerator helps you with. And everything that we teach in this program can also help you reach 10K, but we always focus on that first 5K milestone, because literally the things I teach inside this program, if you do not have those things in place, you're not going to be successful with group programs, with courses, with memberships, with any of that stuff. These are literally the unfuckable business foundational pieces of your business. I'm not making sense. It's the business basic course that you need. And so we launch mid-January. So make sure to get on the VIP list. You can grab that link in my bio at Kendra Perry Inc. And for those of you guys watching the replay, I'm going to dump it in the show notes. Is that what we call it? But if you're watching this on IGTV, if you just click on the little arrow above me, something's going to drop down and you actually get a clickable link to that VIP list, that wait list, because little hint, might be doing a cool little promo for Boxing Day. A Canadian shopping holiday, hint, hint. Also, VIPs just get the bigger discounts, the bigger promos, the bigger bonuses. So that's all I got. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, I do these every single Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific, right here on IGTV. And yeah, if you got questions, send me a DM and I will answer them next Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? It is. Have a great week. Love you. Talk to you soon.